Hi everyone, and welcome back to Automation today. I'm here with Liam Gray, who's from Book Report. He's been doing talks, he's had a stand on Monday, he's been all over the shop, so...
Yeah, I've been all over this thing.
Yeah, welcome Liam.
Thank you very much.
So
Good to be here.
How have you found the show so far?
I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's great just to meet everyone in the community, everyone that I can, right? Meeting lots of people who use Book Report, lots of people who had never heard of Book Report, right? And people at all the different stages of their author journey.
Yeah.
And it's also been lovely to meet people like you who are, also building companies in the space, right? We all have the same goal. We want to help authors sell more books, right? And and we all come at it from our own different angles, but it's a great community.
It has been nice. Even people who are slightly competitive with each other, it's not been like
100%. No, I just got out of Author Helper Suite's talk.
Right.
And the Author Helper Suite people came to my talk.
Okay. And
and totally, and they're a Book Report competitor.
Right.
But,
nice.
We compete, I guess, for business, but in real life, we're friendly.
Yeah. Nice. And is this your first time at Automation? Or
this is. No, I don't know. I ran Book Report almost incognito for a long time. People would know who I was, but I never really went to any conferences.
That's true. I found it quite hard to get your name before I came to the show. I'm not sure who Book Report is.
No, but I'm trying to put myself out there more. I went to a conference in Toronto, Toronto Indie Author Conference earlier this year. And then this is sort of my first big Vegas conference. And it's been great.
Good.
Yeah, and now I'm more around than I used to be.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my face. I run Book Report.
And so you did a talk yesterday, was it?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
So why don't you tell us a bit about what your talk was about and how it went down?
Yeah. So the talk was basically I collected a bunch of use cases that people have written to me about. What are they using Book Report for? What are they finding the most value from? And I ran down just the top 5 of those, and then I touched on 3 power user features that I don't have as specific a use case for, but sometimes it just sparks something for someone.
So let's go through these use cases.
Let's do it. Let's see if I can remember them all without my slides. Validating your paid marketing was the top one. People
say it on again.
Validating your paid marketing.
Yeah.
Right. It's like you're spending all this money on ads. You need to make sure you're making more money than you're spending.
Okay. Amazon ads or all ads?
So Book Report is just like the revenue side. So people use it like they pull up, wherever they're spending their money, and they pull up Book Report next to it and compare that way.
Yep.
Lots of Amazon ads. That's where you're operating, right?
Amazon ads is my thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. We'll talk more off mic.
We talk
totally. Other things like answering questions from your team.
Yeah.
A lot of times, one of the things that's been touched on throughout the conference is sort of building a community around you.
Yep.
Finding your group of people, right?
Makes such a
accountability thing, mastermind groups, all of that. A lot of the time, for those people to help you, they need to know how your books are doing.
Yeah.
Right? You put out a launch, and they want to know, how was your last launch, right? Book Report makes it real easy to sort of pull up, whatever question you're asked, you can probably find the answer in Book Report.
Yeah.
And I think the sessions were all recorded. So if you want to hear the other 3, I guess go find that. If you I guess got a ticket to author.
There's a digital version, I think.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I'm not affiliated with Automation, so I don't know the details, but I'll put a link to it in the show.
It's around here somewhere. The power user features, let's see, custom book attributes.
Yeah.
So anything Book Report can't detect automatically, you can put it in yourself, right? Like your subgenre or, bundles versus novels, that sort of thing. Spreadsheet export. A lot of people think Book Report's all about getting away from the spreadsheet, but we can ingest all of the complicated spreadsheets and they output a very simple final result with all the currencies converted and borrow estimates and all that nice stuff on top. Yeah. And that was my talk in 3 minutes.
Perfect. Yeah. So what is Book Report? It's I know it gives you a report about all your books, but just give us an overview of exactly.
So what it is technically is a browser extension. It works on Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft Edge, and Opera. You install it on your browser, and then it goes off. You don't have to touch a single spreadsheet. It goes off and finds all of your sales reports from, now we support the 10 big distributors, imports all of that data, organizes all that data, and then it has a nice web app user interface where you go and browse that data. Yeah, and it's all organized. We detect what country sales happen in, the authors, the marketplaces, all sorts of very fine detail.
So say, for example, I'm on Amazon and I click on Book Reports, on the Chrome extension. Okay. What happens then?
Our Chrome extension is a bit weird in that way. It's only used to sort of so you can grant us access to your account.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to interact with it at all. You just go to app.getbookreport.com,
Right.
and that like loads the user interface, and that like starts up the crawling process.
Oh,
But
right, okay.
yeah, it's sort of a browser extension, almost in name only.
Right, okay.
It's not like
You can hide it. You don't have to have it hidden.
Totally.
Right,
Yeah, it doesn't augment the pages or anything like
Right,
that. It's
right,
just
okay.
because you can give permission for Amazon.com or Google.com or draftdigital.com, and that's sort of how we get our hooks into the system and make the requests on your behalf.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And so, what do the reports look like? What sort of data are we looking at on your dashboard?
So they look. I think they look very nice.
Yeah.
It's sort of a lot of the reporting systems that these companies have are very like a bit obtuse. They're very complicated. There's a lot of moving parts, and they're also pretty limited in a lot of ways. Like there's not, for instance, on Amazon, there's no way for them to generate a report that breaks things down by series.
Yeah.
A lot of people care how each series is doing. So Book Report, we have all your standard. We got your pie chart. We got your over time chart. We have a map where you can see your sales per capita in each country in the world. A big table at the bottom, and we have it's all very, very flexible. So you have your pie chart. By default, it's your earnings by book.
Mm-hmm.
But you can switch that to your page reads by pen name or your borrow estimate by marketplace. It's very flexible. Every single component in there can be customized just to how you want to look at your business data. Yeah.
And who are the sorts of authors that you're finding are using book reports at the moment? Is it mostly fiction, non-fiction, or
we got the main like sort of market differentiator would be people who are the more books you publish, the more useful Book Report gets.
Right.
Because if you're just selling one book, it's not that hard to keep track of things manually.
Mm-hmm.
But unless you're wide, we also service. We just went wide this year.
Okay.
So that's one.
What do you mean by wide?
Wide being not exclusive to Amazon.
Right.
So if you publish your book on 10 different platforms, suddenly that's a headache to check your sales. Book Report can do that for you. But more so, the customers who find the most value in Book Report are the ones who have 10 books published, 20 books published. Some indie publishing companies use Book Report, with thousands of books published.
Right. Okay.
And at that point, the data gets a lot harder to manage, and then the first-party tools really start falling down at that point.
Okay.
So Book Report, services that sort of business. The more time you find yourself tracking your sales manually, probably the more use Book Report will be to you.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So when you set up Book Report, are there any things you need to input, like any costs of printing or anything like that?
Nothing.
No, right.
That's sort of the original sales pitch. Is that it's like you add the browser extension, give it the permissions it needs, and it just from there it takes it from there.
Wow,
right?
That's amazing.
It detects everything about your books. It detects everything, every sale you've ever made. And if you want to add the other, draft to digital or whatever, that's an extra 3 clicks kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we, other than the custom book attributes, which are optional, no data, no forms to fill out, nothing like that. Yeah.
And can it pull your advertising data as well? So from Amazon.
That's what I'd love to talk to you about later.
Yeah,
not yet, but that's definitely something people have brought up. That's one of the things I've loved about the conference. It's just people. I love to hear about the problems people are facing, and the wheels start turning. Is that something Book Report could help with? And
well, we'll chat afterwards.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, cool. So obviously we're in amazing Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yeah.
Have you managed to take advantage of any of the Las Vegas stuff?
Not much. I think I've been outside this building twice so far, maybe just once.
I didn't see the light at all on Tuesday. Yesterday I was a bit hot. I went outside. But,
I stepped outside and I'm like, there's a breeze.
Yeah.
I haven't felt the breeze. But no, all I've done so far out of the building is I took my wife out to Gordon Ramsay steak. Nice steak dinner. She was here helping me with the booths.
Yeah, helping the British economy as well. But,
yeah, exactly. It's so funny. It's in the Paris, and you walk through the tunnel to get to Gordon Ramsay's website.
Yeah, right.
Or Gordon Ramsay restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah, was it good?
It was, quite good. Yeah, cool. We got the beef Wellington and then sticky toffee pudding. Delicious.
Yeah. Great. Well, I mean, it's been really good having you on the show.
Thank you.
Good luck. Have you got any more plans for the rest of the show? You doing any more talks, any more networking? Or
no? From here on out, I'm just an attendee. Go to my favorite talks. Yeah.
Which talks do you want to go to today?
Oh, I'm intrigued by the not recorded Amazon talk.
Which one's that?
Yeah. So there's people from Amazon here who are giving a talk. I think in the main event space, the biggest talk. But yeah, it has a label not recorded.
Okay, right.
So I feel like I got to go just because it's my only chance to find out.
Yeah. Great.
What these KDP people are really like.
Are they as evil as everyone says they are?
I don't find them evil. No. I like KDP very much.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning into the Publishing Performance podcast. I really hope you found today's episode inspiring. I love chatting to authors, writers, and people in the publishing world. Now, just before we wrap up, let me tell you about Publishing Performance, the #1 platform for authors who want to increase Amazon book sales, but are not really sure where to start. Now, this show is all about helping you to sell more books. And if you're looking to boost your publishing game and to maximise your book's potential on Amazon, then Publishing Performance is designed to help authors just like you to grow your readership and to reach a much wider audience. Now, I know that Amazon ads can be slightly complicated, which is why Publishing Performance is like having a personalised ad account manager to create your ad campaigns, to choose your best keywords, and to make adjustments in real time. Now, if you're investing in ads, you really want to make sure that your investment is being used effectively, and Publishing Performance does just that. It aims to make your budget go further, improve your organic rank, and target keywords more effectively. Just go to publishingperformance.com to get started with Amazon ads for just $1.